What's going on YouTube? It's Mr. Ferguson here once again. Thank you guys for coming back for another video here in Central North Carolina. We're filming this one on the Saturday after Thanksgiving and Black Friday. And I went ahead and via your comments and everything that you guys were commenting below the last time that I did a video here on the channel, raking all these leaves. Many of you was like, Mr. Ferguson, I'm telling you, man, it's worth the backpack blower. You need to look at it. You need to think about it. It is one of the best investments I ever made. Consider it. Well, I did that, and we're going to look at the blower that I picked, and I want to go over first how it came and how I quickly assembled it, just to make it easier for those that may be watching this that purchased the same backpack blower on Amazon. We're going to get into how I put it together really quick to help you in case you have any questions. And then my daughter is here with me, Natalie. She's going to put it on. I'm going to kind of review it, show it to you, let her use it, and quickly talk about my first experience with it. I've got one session with it yesterday, trying it out. So I'll tell you what my thoughts are, initial thoughts. For the new people that may be clicking on this video to check out the review of this blower, I am a DIYer. I didn't get sponsored by this company to use their product. We do lawn care. I'm in North Carolina with the fescue lawn, which I just got finished mowing, and you can see it behind me here in February. We mow pretty much into December around here, but we do DIY lawn care content. We review products for our fescue lawn with GCI turf, with the lawn care nut, and many others. So hit the subscribe button if you're interested in DIY lawn care. And now let's get... All right, so we're on the back porch again. You can see the fresh cut we just did. I blew the leaves yesterday with the blower. I'm going to backpack blower. I'm about to show you here in a second. And then I just did a mow, mulching it, not bagging it. So that's why you still see some leaves out there. But the first thing I want to show you guys, I know you clicked on for one video, but I purchased this about 2 weeks ago. This was a Black & Decker. The reason why I purchased this blower, it was about $100, and maybe I can put it to the side here on Amazon in my past purchases. But I bought this little Black & Decker here for $100. It's a 40-volt lithium battery. It's very, very lightweight. You see the little turbo right here where the air sucks in, and very, very light. I'm holding this out with one arm with no problem. I'm a 40-year-old, male, so very, very light to hold this. It's probably a pound. It comes with a big bulky battery. It does have this little, you can press that button to see the charge on the back. I'm using two hands, so I can't do that. Just a simple button to blow. This thing I bought because my gas powered one went down. I've already got a Black & Decker weed eater / trimmer, so I went with this. It was $100. It's great for like this back porch over here to just be able to quickly blow off leaves. It is perfect. Same thing with my front yard, which you'll see in a second, my front driveway and porch. This is great. I wanted to mention that if you're just looking for like, I'll keep this in the house, and when I get done mowing or trimming, I can just blow it off. I don't want a big backpack blower for that. $100, Black & Decker, this or any other product is perfect for that. So just know that. But over here is Natalie. So she is kitted up. Look at her. This first video she's really been in. Say hey. So this is Natalie, my daughter. She's 14. Again, I'm not sponsored by this company. By the way, it's called Poulan Pro, I believe. Poulan Pro. And I am not paid to advertise them. You can find this backpack blower on Amazon. I do not know where else you could buy this. I saw it based on the price. Steel, all the other ones, Steel, I can't remember the other product I was looking at. Some of the other blowers are brand names, are really well. They're up in the 350s, 400, $500. This out the door to my house in 3 days was $210. That price, attractive to me. That's why I purchased it. So after using it, it did well. 200 miles an hour of air is supposed to be pushed from this bad boy. It's super light. Obviously my daughter, she would be like, Dad, this is heavy, can I take it off? It's very light in my opinion, that a man or woman can use it. She's got it on. How would you rate the weight of it? Is it heavy to you? What do you think?
I think it's bearable. Like, you can walk around. And...
So she's 14, and it's, light enough to where we've got it full. So turn this way, rotate to the right. Yep, keep going. So the first thing I want to talk about is how it came in the box. So this is fully assembled. It came in the box. Everything from here forward was off. You have to put on these, and what you have to do is put one pipe into the next one. You put it in right here and twist. until it pops over here. There is a part for a screw, and you tighten the screw. This connects these two together. This one and this one, it's the same thing, but you have, this part comes hanging off of this thing right here. It's hanging in the box, and you have this whole thing slips off if you was to unconnect this. So these two you have to put inside of the knobs here. You see the little notch and cutout for the handle that she's holding here. You have to slip that on this pipe here and then connect these two that I assembled. Do it the same way. Pop it in, twist it so that the knob is right here, and then screw it in so that it doesn't move anytime when you're using it. And then ultimately, when you have these two attached, you can slip on, and you can see under her arm you got a little clamp right here. You just wiggle this under this like vinyl rubbery type flexible hose here. Tighten your clamp, you're good there. And this one was probably the most challenging part, is when I had to put this little part up on this plastic piece, which goes to, I guess, the turbo or whatever, the turbine to kick the air out. This one I had to get lined up and twist, and it was kind of frustrating. I had to concentrate, and then you just tighten your clamp once you get it, but you want to make sure all around that it's tight and it's all the way up to the edge, and then tighten your clamp so it's on there good now. And that was pretty much it. This part, you know, I moved this was back here, this little ring, and I took it off and I moved it down here. I like the way that it keeps it off this. I don't know if anything gets hot here, but that was it. It did take me about 15 minutes. One of the things that it does say all over the instructions is the fuel. You do not want to use regular gasoline. If you put that in there, please do not try to start it. You're going to mess it up. It is a mixed fuel type blower. Unless if you're like me and you're very new to backpack blowers, I mean, I've had a blower that's mixed fuel. My dad's had it all my life, but if you're not familiar with it, you do not pour regular gasoline in here. It comes with one of these. I've used the one that came with it, but basically you'll take one of these. It's 2-stroke, 2-cycle synthetic blend. It comes with it. You have to get 1 gallon. One bottle of these go into 1 gallon of gasoline. Now, you can't just use any type of gasoline. You want to have anything 10% or less of ethanol, meaning you want to use premium gasoline. I actually have a gas station up the road. I use non-ethanol gasoline. I have a 1 gallon tank over here in my shed. I simply pour in one of these. You can buy this one. I actually got at Lowe's or Home Depot. I just bought like 5 of them. They sit on the shelf. I pour it into my 1 gallon little tank. Then I fill it up with 1 gallon of non-ethanol gasoline, mix it up, and that's what I used yesterday. I ran almost the whole tank out, and it was perfectly fine. So please be aware of the fuel. Do not mess up your engine off the get-go and putting straight gasoline in there. So Natalie has never used this. I've used it one time. Once I filled it up with fuel, it started right up the first pull. We're going to do it here in just a second. I blew it honestly raking it, which I did about 3 weeks ago, I think was about the same amount of time. But just walking around blowing it is more fun, number one. Number two, you're able to move it all over. You know, I didn't rake anything, but from here over, a couple weeks ago, it took me about 45 minutes from here over to rake. Obviously you could walk up the driveway, blow things out of your mulch. It has multiple uses. So using it yesterday, it was perfectly fine. It ran well. It doesn't vibrate. I did wear earmuffs, which I'm going to get for Natalie. I forgot to bring that out here. I've got my, from when I shoot my handgun, my 9mm, we'll put those on her to make sure her ears don't get, from the loud noise. That is one of the recommendations I heard. But assembly was about 15 minutes. Not too bad as long as you got a screwdriver. It does come with a tool for your Phillips head right here, so it does give you that, and for tightening the clamps over here. And that's pretty much all that you need as far as what I understand. Everything else is hooked up, ready to go. You just got to mix your gas and do it. So, all right, so she's got Dad's glasses, these awesome Oakleys. She's got my little Walker's Amazon special headphones with that just got the little trigger so you can turn them on, and I don't know what it's called, noise canceling or whatever. So starting it obviously over here, we get on this side, it tells you right here, talks about your 50-to-1 ratio and your fuel and oil mix, but it tells you exactly how to start it right here. Now, the confusing part was where you have to pump the bulb. And I was like, what the crap? Am I going crazy? It literally took me like 2 minutes to find where it's at. So I'm about to show you here in a second. So the first thing is we want to make sure it's on this notch, which is the one very up top, which is our choke up here. So you want to put it on choke. Then we want to hit our bulb 2 times. Now you'll notice this little symbol, it says it's right here. So I was like down here looking like, okay, it's not here. It's not over here. It's where the heck is this thing? It's way over here, tucked under behind these little pipes right there. And normally the one that I had on my other blower is dark. This one's clear, so it's a little hard to see. So if you're looking at the front, go around the back, reach around right here. So we're gonna pump that 10 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, just like it says. Now we're gonna make sure on the trigger that the button is pushed all the way forward, which it is. You see that it's in the right position. It's pushed all the way forward. It has this little clear coat here. This may or may not end up needing to be taken off, but anyways, it's pushed forward. And then the next part is we need to have our trigger set down. So we need to have this down, it says. I don't know why that is the case, but there you go. It's on the side right here. Apparently this is almost like a, for a cruise control or whatever. You can press this down, pull your trigger in, it'll hold it so it's constantly blowing. You don't have to keep the trigger pushed. But anyways, we're doing exactly what it says. So that's down, and now we're gonna pull 6 times, and obviously to choke it. So she's holding it. Natalie, sorry. We're gonna pull it. Hopefully don't jerk her around. And this may need to be done on the ground, so I'm gonna try it one more time without. Actually, we'll choke it. We'll come back after we get it running. We're gonna choke it. Then what we're gonna do is trigger it back down here on after it runs and cuts off on its own, which is how it's supposed to do. We're gonna push the button down. We're gonna pull again as it says, and it should kick on, and we're good to go. We'll come back once we have it going, and we'll let her do some blow. All right, so just like we said, we pulled it. We pushed the button down, yanked it, pulled the trigger, we got it running. So now she's just gonna do a little bit of blowing. So let's watch Natalie blow off the sidewalk. All right, so I had to help Natalie because Natalie's never done it. She's never used a blower, and she's not helped me with a whole lot of lawn care, but she did a good job. We blew off all, here's my front of my driveway. Here you can see the front yard here is looking spectacular. We blew off this way towards Mr. Kevin's house here and then blew off the road. So what is your thoughts? Is it difficult to maneuver not knowing how to do it? Well, never done it before?
I mean, yeah, because I've never done it before, but like, it was very smooth, and it, like, there was sand right there that it blew it away.
Yeah, we always get sand. I think it comes from the crack of our driveway and just starts to pile up right here in this area, and it just, that little blower will move it if I really concentrate hard right on top of it. It just blew it out immediately. So it is overpowered as far as just needing to blow off from trimming and mowing. It's way too much. But with the leaves and blowing your yard, which is more the intention I used it for, it works great. So we're showing Natalie how to do it. It's fun, right? Don't you think it's kind of fun? It's kind of awkward because this can be kind of long. And so I was teaching her how you got to pick it up, you know, and you don't want to blow it back where you've already done it. So it can be awkward how you move. So thank you to Natalie for helping us out. So we blew off all that we mowed this morning. And so again, this was mulched in. We didn't really blow any of the front yard yesterday. So we're going to go put this bad boy up. I was trying to get my wife to come out here and do it, but Natalie voluntold, but she did it for us. So thank you to Nat. But I look forward to trying this out a whole lot in my lawn. We may try to do a 1-year review next year when we get back into the leaf season here in North Carolina. I have a very small, 1/4 acre lot here, so I'm doing very little leaf blowing. But next year, I'm hoping with the $200 price point, if I can get this thing to last me 2 or 3 years with proper care of it in my shed, that I will be thrilled with the amount of money I paid. One of my buddies said he just paid 400 to 450 bucks for one of these. Steel, Black & Decker, whatever it was. I can't think of the other name. I know the brands, but I was like, man, that's just way too much money for my little property. But I'm hoping this off-brand, highly rated on Amazon backpack blower will last me. Kind of a weird review. I'm sorry about that, but it's we tried to go over how to assemble it together, make sure you use the proper gas. My first usage has been just like Natalie. It feels light as a 40-year-old man. It's very light on my back. My back is not hurting. I'm not a workout king or anything like that. It just, I think it flows smoothly. It's kind of awkward because you do need to pick it up, and it feels a little long. Not using a backpack blower before myself. I've used it once or twice in the past, but it is definitely going to be nice not having to come out and rake all of that. And down in my shed area, when all of the rock area right here gets full of leaves, obviously a rake is difficult there. So blowing that out, cleaning out some of this back property without my grass is going to be useful. So hopefully this little review has been useful. Give it a like if you've enjoyed it. Hopefully if you've got a good experience or a bad experience with this blower, let me know in the comments below. I would love to know what to be on the lookout for if you've had problems. So thank you for checking it out. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. God bless you.